Now, we all know interviewing for a new job can be challenging and nerve-wracking at the best of times. And in our current circumstances, it can be even harder. That's why we've brought in career coach Sarah Vermont to share some tips for doing job interviews online. Sarah, it is so good to see your sweet face today. I want to hear what you are hearing from your clients when it comes to looking for work right now.
Yeah, well, there's sort of like two different camps when people are looking for work right now. Some people are feeling quite cautious and hesitant about looking for work right now if they have current jobs. A lot of people are feeling, frankly, really grateful to have jobs at a time like this, even if their job maybe isn't ideal or even if they were thinking about making a change before.
Now, if you are in a situation where you are going to start doing some job interviews, because many people are doing them, and you're going to be doing them via video chat, what do you need to keep in mind to make sure that you present yourself in the way that you really want to present yourself?
Yeah. So anyone who's ever been on a Zoom call or a Skype call or FaceTime knows that the minute you get that thing going, you get really distracted by your own image, right? And so you're not actually paying attention to the person you're speaking with. What you're doing is sort of like getting, like, maybe you're feeling like you need to fix your hair, or you notice your forehead is shiny, or you're adjusting around a little bit. So I have a little trick for people. If you take a little sticky note, take a sticky note and put it on the part of your screen where you see yourself. During your conversation, you'll be less distracted by yourself and more tuned into the people you're actually talking to, which is important anytime, but especially during a job interview scenario. So that's one thing. Another thing you should keep in mind is that eye contact is not possible during a Zoom call or a video chat, so you have to fake it. So what you have to do is you have to look at the camera of your phone or your laptop instead of looking at the screen. So for example, I'm recording this on my iPhone right now, and if I was looking at my screen at myself, I would be looking way over here. But because I want you to feel like I'm looking at you, I'm actually looking at the camera over here, right? So this is what we should all be doing in these interview scenarios. And then a third thing you really have to pay attention to is minimizing any potential tech issues that you're going to have for a virtual job interview. So the two main things you want to keep in mind is make sure your battery is fully charged, or even better, make sure you're plugged in case your interview goes a little bit longer than you thought it would go. And make sure your notifications are off, because if you get that like annoying Facebook Messenger ding or something else going off, not only is it distracting, it looks like you weren't fully prepared, and so it looks a little bit unprofessional.
Oh, I love those tips. And I've gotten really used to the fake screen thing, because right now I'm looking at you in my monitor, and right now I'm talking to you, but looking at nothing. So it's something you really have to practice and do again and again and again to get good at. Okay, one last thing. What mistakes are we making on video chat? Like, what is going wrong?
There's a few things. So you might remember a few weeks ago, we all saw on the internet the story about the guy on Good Morning America who wasn't wearing pants. Because he just couldn't see that in the screenshot that he thought that nobody could see that he wasn't wearing pants, but we all saw it, right? So not only should you be wearing pants, obviously, but you should be wearing pants that are two things. They should look somewhat professional in case you have, like, let's say your laptop falls over and you have to get up to get it, or let's say you have to get up for some reason that you weren't expecting, right? But you also want to be wearing something with a comfortable waistband, so nothing too tight. Let's say your job interview goes for an hour or an hour and a half. That's a lot of talking, and your diaphragm needs to be able to move. So make sure that you are wearing pants that look professional, but that they're not too tight. So that's one mistake that you can avoid. There's two others that you want to avoid. One is there's a new player in terms of making an impression in virtual job interviews, and that is the room you're in and the background that you have. So you want to make sure it looks professional. You don't want like a lot of wine bottles hanging out in the background, like your bra drying in the corner, anything like that. So just make sure it looks professional. It's not just what you wear and how you behave to a job interview that matters anymore. Your space actually makes a difference. And then the last mistake you want to avoid is lighting. Crap lighting looks awful, but it's really easy to fix. There's two things you can do. You can sit in front of a window and just have that natural light coming on you, or and you don't need a fancy light. You can just like repurpose a lamp and put it behind your screen or behind your phone so that it illuminates your face while you're talking.
At the end of the day, it's like walking into an interview. They are judging you from head to toe. Do you fit our company culture? Can you organize yourself? All of those things weigh in. So thank you so much, Sarah, for these great points. Even though you're at home, you can't do the underwear on the bottom and the dress shirt on the top. You got to dress the whole body. Love your tips. Thank you so much.